We didn't have a look at the record books before we played the game, but officially I'm really proud. We wanted to play with tempo, intensity, and play for 80 minutes, and we did that. The other positive thing, there's no sightings and there's no injuries, so it was a good day, great day.
What was more pleasing for you, the fact that you guys were able to overcome all the history that comes with it?
Yeah.
Just the performance of.
Oh look, there's no doubt we played on it. We played on the history. We played on the it's been 9 long years, and there's been lots of moments that ourselves as a play group of, played against some dominant and strong Bulls sides, and it ended our season a tough time. So for us to come over here and play like that, and because the Bulls are desperate today, we understood that their predicament, and they're a proud union, so we're really proud of what we achieved.
I'm actually surprised that probably how they didn't put up a bigger fight. I mean, games between the two sides.
No, it was certainly tough, really. We knew they were going to come out firing, and they certainly didn't disappoint. And I think we were just able to take our chances when we got them early and start to build some scoreboard pressure. And we were really up for the challenge, like Razor said. We knew it'd been a long time since we'd won here. Some boys had lost some big games here, and there's plenty of motivation. We wanted to finish off this tour well. So they certainly came out firing and put us under pressure, particularly early, and I think we were just able to execute, the chances we did have and get some momentum from that.
Scott, as a coach, you must be pretty proud that in terms of the team you've got, I mean, the skipper and maybe 3 or 4 other guys are probably going to be involved in the All Blacks soon. But otherwise, it's quite a no-name sort of side. I mean, a lot of young guys, a lot of, and yet you guys are 10 out of 10, top of the log, 50 points most weeks.
Yeah. Look, by no means, I think no names I suppose it's no names to people that, you know them now. Put it that way. Look, we've got a squad that's got a lot of depth, we've got a lot of experience, and we've got some youth that, I've fortunately coached for the New Zealand 20s over the last 3 years, and knew that they had the talent, and now we've created an environment for them to perform. Guys like, Matt Todd, 100 super games, is feeding down all his experience and passion and how much he cares for what we're about, and it's been a long time since we've won it, and the boys are pretty keen to make sure that we do everything we can to get back to where we've been before.
Matt, there's been a lot of talk about you guys the year of the first as a team itself in Crusaders history. It was exactly 9 days ago when you guys won by over 50 points that you guys won a super title. Do you take anything out of that and start looking ahead and thinking that it could happen against us?
I don't think we look too far ahead. At the moment we're just enjoying the journey and week by week, and we've got a massive game next week against the Canes, so we'll enjoy this one and get excited for that. But we're just taking it week by week and growing, and the teams coming together more and more and growing as a group, and there's plenty of energy, plenty of excitement in the group, and we're just building slowly.
I think the last 2 weeks of the Stormers cheaters in Bulls up, it was in the context of the game of the season.
Yeah, it was massive. We obviously knew that South African challenge would be big, and the physicality, and we'd have to be able to match that physical battle. If you don't win that physical battle, you're not going to win the game. So it was a big focus for us, and we've done well over that period. And now I guess we've got a couple of New Zealand teams coming up, so you got to change, I guess, your focus and your strategy slightly. But we're happy with that block, and we'll enjoy tonight, enjoy what's been a good tour, and get back home and refocus for next week.
Scott, it's the gulf between the New Zealand teams and the rest. Australian rugby is really going through a bad time at the moment, and South African teams are maybe a bit better, but they're also going through a tough time. Just your thoughts on that? What's been the difference?
Tough question, eh? I look at it when I put myself in it, but I think clearly and the Bulls struggled with our tempo, how quickly we could play tonight. The week before with the Cheetahs, they were probably the toughest team for us to play in regards to the speed of the game, and they're fit and they want to play an expensive game. They just didn't quite execute the last couple of weeks. They would like to. But for me, really clearly that the South African teams need to be fitter. Super Rugby is a fast game, it's a tempo game, it's a game with a high skill level, and you make errors when you're fatigued, and I think it showed when we got momentum and played with speed. They struggled to stay and with us, and that's clear. That's pictures for everyone to see. So I'm just saying it.
Scott, does it pain you to see a team that was once as mighty as the Bulls go through what they're going through at the moment, especially being a sort of New Zealander and someone who's played here before against them?
I think there's lots of challenges for the Bulls. In lots of different ways. Look, it's not for me to go into the depth around it, but, with a lot of the experienced players that would have probably been still playing for the Bulls, playing over in the UK, in Europe, a lot of that experience has been lost to teach the young guys to come through and what it means to play for them, and also to prepare and pass on the skills that are required to be a professional rugby player. So there's definitely a gap there. There's not the experience of numbers of caps and that you'd previously see in super teams, and I think that's in Australia as well. There might be, there's a lot of uncertainty, around what's happening with the competition, which doesn't help either, but, look, they've got another week to make their supporters proud and just make sure how much they care. That's probably the message that I just mentioned to their coaching group. They need to show that they really care so that their supporters understand they're doing the best they can.
From your side, Matt, you've played against some of these guys in international rugby. Do you feel as if they're still as good a team as they would have been?
Yeah, most definitely. You never have an easy game against the South African side, We're able to get some tries in that, but, the bodies are still sore. We knew we were in a battle out there tonight, and, the scoreboard might have, shown a big distance, but it was a tough battle, and they put us under pressure, and we saw boys in that training shed, no doubt. So I think, like Razor said, just the amount of players that they have playing overseas, it just, it just takes away your depth, and it takes away your experience teaching those younger guys and that. So, yeah.
It's tough.
You guys used the chip kick quite to good effect tonight, chipping behind the defence as such. Was that something you picked up early on that they're vulnerable?
We just thought if there's opportunities, we'll take them. I think the decision making on the run was superb from the young fellas. Jack Goodhue's first year of full Super Rugby, he scored two tries off it. But I just think the skill set that the boys showed and the vision and decision making was superb. But if it was on, we'd take it, and when it was.
I don't know if it was mentioned earlier, sorry I came a bit late, but the biggest loss for the Bulls in Super Rugby history at home. It must be, in one way, a sense of pride for you.
Look, for us, we didn't know that beforehand. It's something that we'll, cherish. It's a pretty big occasion for us, to be record breaking is something we're really proud of as Crusaders. Dan Carter, sent a wee message to us before the game around how much it meant to him to win it at Loftus, and how many losses he had and how hard it was for him to sit in that changing room. And it sort of just reflected on us that this is a big game, and we're prepared for it and prepared for it well. So we'll take that and be really proud. Thank you.
Were there any layers you had to speak of? And
I think probably the breakdown, wasn't it, Toddy? Yeah. We gave a number of turnovers over the breakdown. They were probably the toughest South African team that we played against. They had the ability to turn the ball over. We could have been a lot better, but they were good at it. So that's one positive for the Bulls.
Can you get better? Can you guys get better? You guys get better?
Yeah, look, we've got a number of players still coming back from injury as well. But one other thing I'm really proud of is the next person in that comes in the ring and fights with us is standing up, which gives us really good depth in the squad. So you can always get better.